So, good evening, everyone. I am so excited to be here with you tonight. This is a time in LifeVantage's history when we are called to really step up and lead, not just in this company, but to be the leaders that we are each born to be, to grow this company, its legacy, but also our own. So, it's time to, then that's why we're here to really help us each step up and be brave and bold and loud. And more importantly, to take LifeVantage from the 228 million that we're at today to a half a billion in the next few years. And we know because we've been here at the beginning that this will change your life. Being in massive growth and momentum is the ability to change lives all over the world. So I'm Michelle Scaff. I'm an executive in LifeVantage, and I'm so grateful to be here with each of you tonight because 16 years ago, I said yes to LifeVantage, and that's a moment that changed my life forever. I was privileged to be part of the early leadership that took this company from 3 million to 200 million in 4 years. And I'm so grateful for that experience, that opportunity. But I'm so grateful for today because 2 months ago, LifeVantage changed my life again. I was invited with 15 other leaders, as you see here, to be part of a 2-day Stephen Covey training on the 7 habits of highly effective leaders. We were recognized, each of us, for our early leadership, but we were also called to be the leaders that we need to be in this company again, right now. And each of us committed to pour the gift of what we had learned into others, to develop more leaders in LifeVantage right now. So I just wanted to congratulate each of you that are here and thank you for stepping up and taking action. It's our goal through this, I don't know, 8 weeks, I think it is, to teach you the skills to help you grow personally, but to also lead with integrity and multiply your influence, not just in LifeVantage, but in the world. So our mission is to raise, as you can see here, confident, effective leaders by coaching the principles of the 7 habits of highly effective people so we can equip leaders with the skills to grow personally, lead with integrity, multiply your influence, and develop a new wave of leaders. So this picture is the leaders in that room, and what I am kind of overwhelmed and just grateful for is combined we have 202 years of experience. That number on our shirt was the number of years that we've been in LifeVantage. 202 years of experience in that room generated almost 572 million in LifeVantage revenues and a combined income paid out to us of 30 million from LifeVantage. So that is a lot of people blessed with the gift of not just great health, but a lot of families blessed with the gift of financial freedom. So you are here because leaders show up. Not only do we show up consistently, but we turn our cameras on. Keep your camera on. We want to see your face, your smile, your heart. Be ready to learn and use the chat, use the Facebook group. Those are the things that help us see your commitment, not just in yourself, but in the growth process. And so leaders don't just show up for themselves, they show up for their teams and lift each other, and we rise together. And tonight I'm so excited to introduce really one of my favorite people in the world. Cassie Teal is, I just remember the first moment I met her, I felt her huge heart, her powerful passion for helping people, relentless, I promise, her strong work ethic to show up and do whatever it takes to make change happen. She is a force to be reckoned with. She is a mom, a wife, an insane leader. She was a collegiate athlete, which shows up in everything she does, especially her desire to help people win, not just her win, but to build a team and help everyone win. So I adore you, dear friend. You are a bright light, a passionate leader. You make me a better person and you make my life better. And thank you for being here tonight and bringing me with you.
Michelle, oh my goodness. You guys, the key to success in this business is surrounding yourself with people who are better than you. Michelle Scaff, you are such a gem in my life. You are so incredible. If you don't know Michelle, a little bit about Michelle, this woman is all things, okay? She's an incredible mom. She's an incredible life. She is a slayer of corporate America. This woman knows how to get things done. And what I love most about Michelle is she is the definition of lightning striking twice. Okay. Lightning striking twice. And so when she saw this opportunity, Sure, she saw the same things we did with a product and with a company, but what she saw was an opportunity to change the world. And she has let nothing get in her way. She has been here since the very beginning, and she is what I call a leader's leader. People follow her. She has got massive vision, and I am so grateful that I get to lock arms with her and work with her every single day. She and I, we are not on the same team. We are cross-line sisters, and we lock arms and we work together because I know she is also a force to reckon with. And I'm so grateful for you, Michelle. And I'm so grateful that we were in Utah together, because that entire group of leaders that she referenced earlier, these are people that see things different. And tonight, I want to talk to you briefly about leadership. Wait, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to talk to you briefly about leadership. We are in a world right now where we are in a follow culture. Like, how many times do we pick up our phone and we scroll and think, "Ooh, that's fun. I'm going to follow her. I'm going to follow him. I'm going to look at this." What I'm going to invite everybody tonight to do is think about your circle of influence and the people that you can affect, the people that you can change. We are in a world where so many people want to follow someone. You are that someone to somebody. Okay. And I love Michelle's call to action. If you were on before the call got started, we were having conversation about the early days and being so focused on finding people to move this company, to drive this movement, to make this happen together. You guys, it was electric. Okay. It was electric all the time. And that's what's really special about right now is we are in a time where the world needs leaders more now than ever. And I'm inviting you to take that invitation. Like how Michelle said, we were all in Utah together. And in that room, we took the invitation to come together, collaborate, not only learn and grow ourselves, but take the message and go learn and grow the leaders of this company, because we know what we have is special and we know what we have is amazing. And we know together we're going to change a lot of lives. And so if you were on last week, you got to hear the amazing Andrea talk about habit number one. Now, remember, in this leadership series that we're going through, this is all about habits. And each one of these habits is going to play off the next one. And so last week, you got to hear Andrea talk about being proactive in your business and having the power to choose your response. Now, think about this. There is a lot going on in the world right now. There is a ton going on. If you pick up your phone, turn on the television, turn on the radio, walk outside your house, you're going to see someone with an opinion. Things are going to be happening all around you. Habit number one is all about being proactive and understanding that you are the captain of your own ship. You get to choose. You get to choose your paradigm that you work from every single day. You get to choose your mindset. You get to choose how you respond to things around you. So if you missed last week, go back into the Facebook group and listen. That 30-minute training is fire, and it's going to set you up for the rest of these habits. Because tonight I'm going to work directly off exactly what Andrea coached you on last week, is we're going to be talking about habit number two, beginning with the end in mind. Okay. And so what I love about this habit is this is all about designing your very own legacy and leading with vision. Okay, so that's number two. Grab a screenshot of all these. As I go through these slides tonight, I put a lot of content on the slides because I want you to grab screenshots of these. I want you to take this home, digest it, think about it. I think one of my favorite things about what we're doing with coaching over the next 8 weeks together is we really get to take what we learned in Salt Lake and really digest it again. And I've spent a lot of time preparing this for you tonight, and I'm so grateful that I get to teach this lesson because I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself and about my business through the preparation. And so first of all, let's focus on a quote from Stephen Covey. Begin with the end in mind means to start with a clear understanding of your destination. I want you to think about that. Begin with the end in mind. Remember, that's the habit we're talking about tonight. Begin with the end in mind means to start with a clear understanding of your destination. Wow, that's a big one, right? And I think when every single one of us said yes to LifeVantage, we had a reason why we said yes. Maybe it was the product, maybe it was the business opportunity, maybe it's because we didn't want to miss out because our really cool friend was the one that shared this with us and we didn't want to miss out. But did you really know where you were going? Did you have a destination? If you did, great. If not, that's okay. That's what we're going to talk through tonight, is how to really understand exactly what you want and how to put your mission in motion. Okay. All right. This habit is all about designing your legacy. Now, before we talk about designing a legacy in your business, let me ask you this. If you were to go on vacation, like if you had this really great, let's say you had 2 weeks where you could go wherever you wanted to go, and you packed for the beach, you had all of your fun summer clothes, you had your sunscreen, you had your hat, your sunglasses, you had all your Axio, all the stuff ready for the beach. And you're like, all right, let's go to the beach. And you get in the car and you just drive and you end up in the Bighorn Mountains. Now, are the Bighorn Mountains beautiful? Absolutely. But is that really where you were going? Right? If you knew you wanted to go to the beach, what you would probably do is find this exact beach, the exact resort. Maybe you're staying at a house and you're going to put that address into the GPS on your phone, or you're going to know that's exactly where your flight is going to take you. And you're going to hit go, and you know that's exactly where you're going to end up. That is exactly what designing your personal legacy and LifeVantage looks like. It's about setting the quadrants in your GPS and hitting go. All right. Now, when this happens, okay, when it happens, when we're talking about setting our personal GPS, when you join LifeVantage and you decide you want to build this business, the common paradigm for a lot of people, not only in LifeVantage, let's be honest, I've been here. That's why I can say common. I've absolutely done this. The common paradigm here is to just go with the flow. Because you don't know, like, we don't know, we can't, like, I'm a realist. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just here. I'm going to try. I'm just going to do my best. I'll see what happens. I'll see how it turns out. Or you could take the approach of a leader and have what I'm calling, or what Stephen Covey calls, an effective paradigm. And an effective paradigm is clearly defining your vision and purpose. And when you do that, what that does is it shapes the future that you want. And here's what's really cool. When you do that, you will teach your team how to do the same. So if you are just going with the flow and just doing what feels good and plugging in when it feels good and plugging in a little bit here and a little bit there and showing up when it feels right, what's your team going to do? What's your team going to do? And when it comes to building a legacy, building that long-term legacy for you, for your family, for your community, for your team, think about the difference it would mean to move and to shift into the effective paradigm where you're clearly defined your vision and your purpose. And when you do that, that is what's going to shape your future. Because again, while you're doing that, your team is going to follow you. So here's as an example of what this looks like. And in this specific example that I've posted, this is just a life in general, because again, these habits that we're talking about are not just LifeVantage specific. These are very life specific, what we're teaching. But the common paradigm looks like this. Like, here you are and you're just milling around, and suddenly you wake up at 95 and you're like, oh crap. It's not that you haven't been busy. It's not that you haven't been working hard on something, but you didn't really accomplish. Like, does that look like you've accomplished a goal? Whereas on the effective paradigm, look at that. Here you are today, and you see very strategic points along your timeline. And at the end, when you hit the red X, you're winning. What this can also look like is when you say, here we are, that could be Monday morning. And then all of the chaos and the confusion could be Sunday afternoon, and you've realized, oh my goodness, I have just gone through another week in my business with chaos and confusion. I've confused myself, I've confused my team, and we have not accomplished anything. Whereas what if your week looked like this, where that X signifies Sunday evening and the X signifies Saturday afternoon? Look at the things you've accomplished. Where do you think you're going to get the bigger bang for your buck? Put in the comments, type a 2. Type a 2 if you want to do option 2 with the effective paradigm, because that's what we're looking for, folks. If you don't know where you're going, you're never going to get there. Just like if you don't have a map, if I got in my car right now and said, oh, you know what, I'm going to go to, my son is stationed out in North Carolina. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to get in the car and go to North Carolina. I can 100% promise you, I would really struggle getting there without putting it in a GPS. I just would. I'm directionally challenged today. And that's okay. I'm grateful for tools that I don't have to, I've got a lot of help with those things. But if you don't know where you're going, you're never going to get there. Leaders without vision drift. And guess what happens? When leaders drift, so do their teams. Now let's take that same approach and let's compare that to our LifeVantage business. When you've got chaos and confusion in your business, it's going to repel people. Like, people will not join you. When you've got chaos and confusion, consultants will not want to join you. Customers will not want to join you because they're not going to know what they're seeing when you're sharing. But more importantly, when there's chaos and confusion, you probably aren't moving, and I can promise you your team is not moving. Now imagine if you've got massive clarity. Clarity attracts. So imagine a business where you are so focused and you've got great vision and you're there just sharing, and people know who they are, what they want, what you do, who you help, all of the things. You know exactly what you want, exactly where you're going. What do you think is going to happen? So I already know the answer, but what paradigm are you choosing? Are you going to choose chaos and confusion, or are you going to choose clarity? Because remember, we have a choice. We have a choice right now, and we are choosing that clarity. Now, here's what we do next. Great leaders know where they're going before they start. And so right now, if you're sitting here today going, you know what, Kazi, I would love to be that leader with that plan, but I have no idea where to start. Guess what? Today is your day. If you are here right now, you are a great leader because you are choosing to show up. Somebody saw leadership in you. That's why you were invited here. And you see leadership in you because you are choosing to show up. Great leaders know where they're going before they start. Because when you have vision and you know what you want and you know where you're going, that's going to serve as your compass, not a map. It's not going to be the specific step-by-step, day-by-day plan in your business, but it's going to be your North Star. Because guess what? When things get rough, because I'm here to tell you right now, there are days in this business that are hard. Michelle will agree with me. Tanya will agree with me. Everybody on that picture that Michelle referenced at the beginning of this call, everybody in that group, remember, 202 years of experience. Every single one of us have experienced tough things and tough days in this business. But what vision does is it helps you stay on course. Okay, it helps you stay on course. And so here's what you do. Number one, you get started. I'm going to invite you tonight to get started tonight with declaring your vision. What do you want? Where are you going? Who do you help? How are you going to do this? And then once you get started and once you know what you want, just know it's about making choices. It's about, remember, choosing the paradigm on how we show up, choosing our mindset every day on how we choose to show up, being proactive every single day in our business, and knowing that we're going to have to course correct because not everything goes as planned. This game of building your legacy is not about being perfect. It's about making progress and just continuing the growth journey every single day. Because when you have vision and you get started on your vision and you make those choices and you just adapt to the changes and you just follow your North Star, that vision will create massive clarity, not only for you and your business, but that vision creates clarity for your team. And when you've got clarity, clarity creates power. Now, who doesn't want power in their business? I want power. You want power. Power is incredible. Okay. Power is momentum. You want that. So the beautiful thing about creating vision, having clarity, everything that you have in your life is created twice. Now, the first time it starts here. Okay. The first time we create it's in our brain. The second time we create it is all about executing and putting that thought into creation. Okay. And so listen to this. You get what you think about. Your thoughts become things. Okay, you get what you think about, your thoughts become things. I'm going to tell you a little story about this. I remember when I started LifeVantage, I knew that I wanted it. Like, I didn't quite understand what that meant. Like, when I said yes to LifeVantage, I wanted $500 a month. So I was laser focused on $500 a month because that was the amount of money that I had to make to have this be worth my time. But then once I hit $500, I had to create another vision, because now I'm thinking like, wow, if I can do this, what if I can do that? So it's like the vision changed throughout time. But then there was a day that our company rolled out the Jeep program. And I remember I was in Denver, Colorado, and they handed out the keys to over 50 Jeeps to different people. And felt so I remember being so upset in that moment because I thought, man, I've worked so hard. I just want one of those shiny Jeeps. And so when I went back home and I set my plan, I got laser focused on that Jeep. And suddenly I saw Jeeps everywhere. I saw Jeeps on the interstate. I saw Jeeps driving through my town. I saw Jeeps in the dealership. Jeep commercials came up on my TV and on my television, like they're on my television, on my phone. They were literally everywhere. And that Jeep was laser focused into my brain. Now I had to become a different person to earn that Jeep. I had to do different things. I had to work at a different speed. I had to work smarter. I had to learn a lot of things about myself. And I remember when I got the keys to my Jeep, it was like, oh my goodness, this is what they talk about. Thoughts become things, because I was obsessed. And the cool thing about this happening, I started realizing all of the great other things that happened as a result of me being laser focused on this one goal. So my question for you is, what if all the thoughts you had about your life and about your business came true? Okay, what if everything came through? What thoughts would you think about? Now, I'm going to take you through a quick exercise right now. I'm just going to invite you to close your eyes, okay? I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. And imagine you get an invitation in the mail. And this invitation is to a red carpet event. And it's your name. And all it says is that you are invited to this red carpet event. This is a black tie event. Here's what you need to wear. Here's what time you need to be ready. A limo will be there to pick you up. And so you just know you've got this awesome event coming up and you've got to be ready. So you get the best dress, you get the best clothes, you're all ready in your really awesome new fit. Your hair's done, your makeup's done. For the guys, you got a new haircut, you got a new shave, like everything's looking good. The limo picks you up, you drive. You don't know where you're going, but you drive and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this amazing party. And you get there and there's cameras everywhere. And they open the door and the red carpet rolls out, and you realize in that moment, the party is all about you. So you take this deep breath and you walk down the red carpet, everyone's screaming your name and you're waving and you're like, what the heck is going on? And then you get led into this amazing event hall and you go in there and there's everybody like in your life that you love, like every single face that you know, like the people that you love, the people you adore, the people that you look up to, the people that inspire you. All of those people are in the room, and you realize all of these people are in the room for you, but you don't quite know why. They lead you to an auditorium and you open the doors and there's theater seats and you've got the best seat in the house and you still have no idea what is happening. But then in a moment, boom, the curtain opens and it's a motion picture of the last 90 days of thoughts you had about your business. And everything that's on that screen is what is now a reality in your life. My question for you right now is, would you panic or would you be super duper excited? Okay, I want you to open your eyes. Think about that. Think about that. What would you do if that motion picture was your last 90 days of thoughts? I'm here to tell you guys right now. Now, thinking about that, did your heart beat a little bit? I know the first time I did that, my heart was beating. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want anyone to know the negative thoughts I was having. I don't want people to think that like I was looking down at myself and my ability to lead and all these things. But then what if I told you, hey, what if you could go back and redo those 90 days and every single thought that you had would come to fruition for you? Would you change those thoughts? I want you to say yes in the comments if you would change those thoughts, because every single thing on that screen is a reality now because you thought of it in your brain. My friends, thoughts become things. That's what I'm saying when you begin with the end in mind. You are choosing your thoughts every single day. If you want those things to come true, what are you thinking about? Because I'm telling you right now, thoughts will come true and they're very powerful. So choose wisely. So with that, it's your time to design your 90-day premiere. Okay. Your 90-day premiere is started. So 90 days from now, when that curtain opens and somebody hits play, it's the last 90 days of your thoughts and everything comes to fruition. Everything's happening. What do you want your life to look like? Like, what do you really want? And I want you to take that, it's time to design, and put this into what does success look like in my LifeVantage business? What rank are you? What's your income? What's your lifestyle? How are you impacting the world? Who are you helping in your team? Like, who are those brand new excited people that are signing up to run with you and change the world with you? I'm talking personal vision. I'm talking team vision. I'm talking daily decisions. So grab a screenshot of this right now, because this is homework. This is homework. Map out, what does success look like for you? What rank are you? What income are you making? What's your lifestyle look like? Who are you impacting? When it comes to your team, what culture and community do you want your team to feel? What kind of growth is happening? What kind of fun is happening? What kind of freedom is happening out there? What kind of service is happening? And all of this happens with your daily decisions. Every single phone call, every single invite, every single post we make should move you closer to that vision. Again, friends, this is not about being perfect. This is about making progress every single day to that goal. So I'm going to challenge you right now to write down that 90-day vision. That 90-day vision is going to take us right into the holidays, where when you understand, okay, this is what I want. This is what I want. Now, Michelle is this is all setting us up for Michelle's coaching and lesson she's going to give you next week. But write down that 90-day goal. What rank do you want to be? How many people do you want to bring into this business? How much money do you want to make? And how consistent are you? Because the leaders show up. Leaders are consistent. And then when you set that goal, you're going to go share your vision with your team and let them know what all of you are going to do together. Remember, clarity spreads confidence, and a confident person goes out and shares. Chaos, confusion, we shut back. Confidence goes out and changes the world. And when you do this, remember, you have an internal filter. You get to decide. It's your paradigm. It's being proactive. You get to decide every single day, is what I'm doing move me closer to what I want? And if the answer is no, we don't do it. If the answer is yes, we keep doing it over and over and over. And here's why this matters. Without clarity, it's super easy to chase distractions, compare yourself to other people, and get burned out. And I can tell you, I've been there. Okay, I've been distracted in my business. I've compared my journey to other people, and I've been burned out in my business. And that's not a fun place to be. None of those are fun places to be. But here's what I'm here to tell you. You can choose today. You can choose to lead. You can choose to have clarity. And with clarity, you learn to prioritize what matters. Okay. Now you're not distracted. You're focused. Instead of comparing yourself and being so worried about this leader over here and what they're doing, you are now inspiring your team with purpose. You are moving your mission by helping your team move their mission. And instead of being burned out, you're attracting like-minded people. Like, who doesn't want to run with people like Michelle? My goodness, she's fun. She's fun to talk to. She's fun to work with. She's fun to change this world with. Go find yourself some people that inspire you and go inspire the world together. Because here's what happens. When we lead with vision, our teams move with power. Who doesn't want some power? I want power. You want power. It is time that we all lead with vision and we all start moving in power. So here's our call to action this week. Design it, speak it, live it, be it. Okay? Design it, speak it, live it, be it. We have all been called to serve. We have all been called to do great big things. And I want to really encourage everybody to get active in this Facebook group. This Facebook group is not just a check the box group for everybody to be reminded when the calls are, or for everybody to just see what the call-in number for the Zoom is, okay? This is a group that's designed to be interactive. This is here for you to just share what's going on. Share your dreams with us. Ask questions in there. Again, this is not just a check the box Facebook page. This is a growth page, the Leader's Edge. This is here to help you not only learn these habits, but learn how to lead effectively in your business. If you're in here, great. If you're not, scan the code. We'll get you in, because again, this is where the conversation is going to continue. If you've got questions on today, drop them into the Facebook page. We'd love to answer your questions. Now, as we go, remember, it is Sunday evening. It is 8:29. It is time to plan your week. because right now it's time to get crystal clear on what you want, where you're going, who you're going to help, why you want to do it. It's time to get those priorities on the calendar. And so before the night ends, map your week out on what matters most. Design what matters most around your personal goals and your team goals. And why do you do this? Because that's what leaders do. Leaders plan, leaders are prepared, leaders show up. So remember, we're going to map out our personal goals. We're going to map out our team goals. We're going to map out that 90-day plan that's going to take us straight into the holidays. That's not only going to help us feel really good because we've shown up and we've been consistent, but newsflash, the work we're doing right now is setting us up for first quarter. We all know what happens in January and February and March. We've got a whole lot of people who are looking for change. That's exactly what we're doing right now. So as we're going into next week, one of the things I want you to put on your calendar is next Sunday evening, same time, same place. The incredible Michelle Scaff is going to be here, and she's going to teach you how to take, remember the paradigm shift, choosing our mindset, being proactive, creating vision. Now we're going to take all of those things, and she's going to teach us how to put first things first and lead by priority. So at that, you guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. Again, if anybody on your team missed this call tonight, this will be in the Facebook page. The recording is posted out there. Go make sure everybody that's in here got the chance to listen. Go listen to it again. Grab screenshots, because this is a massive, massive, massive call to action to step up and lead and be the leader that God created you to be, okay? God bless you guys. You're amazing, and we will see you next week.
Love you, Cassie. You're a rock star. So powerful.
Thanks, Cassie. That was awesome.
Incredible. I can't wait for
So
you to see
good.
You're on fire, girl.
Michelle,
Thank
you're a fire girl. I can't wait to hear you next week. It's going to be so good.
It's funny that I'm doing put first things first, because that would be the last thing I know how to do. Ask
Oh,
who knows me forever. So it'll be a good one. You
It'll be
get
so
to teach
good.
what you need to learn. So anyway, love you to pieces. That was so
love
much
you.
fun.
Thanks, girl. Talk
Thank
to you soon.
you. Thank you.